going on? It's your boy Rakage Omega, and I'm back with another Marvels Avengers video. Kate Bishop came out maybe like a week ago. I've been grinding, trying to get her up so I can get you guys a good build. But I just wanted to do a quick review on her character and kind of talk about maybe what this means for the long run of Marvel's Avengers. So first things first, Kate Bishop is dope, man. Her kit is super dope. Initially, I wasn't too sure what they were going for because of her teleport arrow and stuff like that. And I was like, I wasn't really feeling it. But as I started to unlock her mastery and different things like that, I realized that she can do a lot. She has a lot in her toolkit. It really makes me wonder what they're gonna do with Hawkeye, because Kate Bishop has teleportation, she has the blade, the sword, and she has the arrows with multiple different arrows that do multiple different things, and it just seems like she can do it all, man. And it's really, really cool. On one aspect, it really reminds me of like Nightcrawler mixed with Psylocke. Like, that's really the vibe I get. And maybe that's how they're not gonna get X-Men, so they'll start to add little things here and there to give you those kind of vibes. But she's a super, super dope character. I mean, we waited a long time for her. She was supposed to have been out, but for us to wait for her and her to come out and be dope, I mean, definitely probably my second next to Thor now. I mean, that's a pretty dope thing, right? Now we're supposed to be getting these DLCs regularly, and what that actually means is that there will be new content, new update monthly, and that's really, really good for not just the longevity of Marvel, but the growth, because they lost a lot of people just because the glitches were a little too much. The repetitiveness was a little too much, and although this doesn't solve the repetitive problem, it does kind of show a positive towards the future. So one thing I will say, right, and I'm just going to jump right into the story mode, and there's no spoilers. The story mode is great. It picks up with, Kate and, or with really you finding quote unquote Kate, and really just delves into her immediately, right? So you get into her, what her motivations are, where she's been, why she wasn't with the Avengers, which is all cool stuff, all things that need to be answered. And then you get into her motivation with Clint, and it just plays out very, very well. Not only does it play out very well, it sets up the next section, which if you've been following, is the Future Imperfect storyline for Clint, for Hawkeye in the next one. It's really cool how they do this rollout, and I just feel like these are the things we needed months ago. I know they had glitches they had to fix, but like if they had continued to roll, like we'd probably be on Black Panther right now if these rollouts were on time. And that's the unfortunate side of this, right? But it's here now. The story is great. It continues to double down on what I was saying earlier, that these stories are great. They've added the fact that you can replay the story before you get into Kate Bishop's section, and I really think that when it's all said and done, they should have that story as a complete package. When all the DLC characters are there, that should be one run-on story. I think that would be incredible. But yeah, I mean, it's to me, this DLC shows that the studio hasn't given up, and when a game kind of goes negative or goes nuclear for whatever reason, right? When people continue to bash it, or you start to lose followings or whatever, right? It's a good sign when you show that's fine. We're listening and we're trying our hardest to make this the game that you want, not just for now, but for the future, right? For a year from now, for if we ever get an opportunity to do Avengers 2, we're taking the feedback and we're working on it, right? So that's really, really, really cool. So yeah, the story is amazing. Her kit is absolutely amazing. She's a blast to play. Now, the next thing I really want to touch upon is the voice actor. Once again, they get the voice acting correct. Like, the voice actor is on fire. I have to look up who it is. I didn't look up who it is before I did this video. But the voice acting is amazing, right? The same way I felt about Kamala Khan, where I was just like, oh wow, I really and am invested in this character. I always, she was okay in the comics, she was cool in Champions in her own comic or whatever, but like, now I'm invested in this character. I feel the same way about Kate. I really didn't care about Kate. Kate was like a cool thing, like, oh yeah, that's cool, whatever, it's a thing that happened. But seeing, like, or hearing the voice actor and her interactions and her spontaneous nature, and her it's like she's still a kid, although this takes place when she's older, right? She still has that like flair, and for me, it really not only made me like Kate Bishop as a character, but really made me want to look up this voice actor and find out other things that this voice actor is in. And just in case you don't know, Hawkeye TV show, Kate Bishop got casted. So it's all coming together in this really well thought out thing, and it's cool because the physical appearance of Kate Bishop has not happened in a movie or in the show, right? But now I'm falling in love with Kate Bishop as a character. So then when I port over to the show, my excitement continues to build. So it's really cool that that's a thing. And I think if I can say, probably one of the greatest things Marvel Avengers has done is cast great voice actors. So yeah, man, this DLC for me is probably I'm gonna say like a 9 out of 10. I can't give it a 10 out of 10, and mostly it's because although she is dope, her story is dope, those can end relatively quickly, and the repetitive nature of the game is still something to be addressed. They added a new super boss, which is fire. I love it. The super adaptoid, or whatever they're calling it, I can't remember what they're calling it, but and I think it's like a step in the right direction, but it's also a step we should have had months ago. So yeah, it's about the DLC character and the DLC package is about a 9 out of 10, but it doesn't solve the overall issues of Marvel's Avengers. But it's definitely something, if you're not checking out, if you haven't came back, it's definitely a DLC to come check out, to level up, and to enjoy a little bit of time in Marvel's Avengers until Hawkeye comes out, man. Future Imperfect is going to be insane. Hopefully within the next week I can get a build. I want to make sure I get a really good build for you guys, so I don't want to give you guys just some weak build. But yeah, man, I'm having a blast again playing Avengers, and that feels good to say. But that's all I got, man. If you're not a part of the Cloud Ninja crew, please go ahead, like and subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you get notifications when I drop videos. I've been out of commission for a little while, but I'm back the same way Kate Bishop brought Marvel back. I'm back, and I'm better than ever. So let's go ahead and get it. Peace.